Yo, 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 what's up? What's up? Welcome to the channel. All right, now, about 3 days ago, most people already noticed by now, Mr. Donald Trump was almost assassinated. Was almost deleted, unalived, whatever you want to call it. He was almost out of here. Um, there's a lot of questions going around. Was this allowed to happen? Um, was the Secret Service in on it? Just all kind of questions going around. While we get into this video, I'm gonna play this, and Candice Owens is gonna go in on the whole Secret Service. I mean, just go in on them real hard. Um, I'm not a huge fan of Candice Owens, because of some of the things she said about black people, in particular, especially black people who have been unalived by the police. She's kind of had some not so kind things to say. Some people may call it coonery or whatever you want to call it. Anyway, it was pretty much anti-black as far as I'm concerned, especially about the whole Ahmaud Arbery thing. She pretty much said some out of pocket things about that incident, just to name a few out of pocket things. So I'm not a real fan of hers, although she may say some stuff, that does kind of, that does make sense. What they say, a broken clock can be, it can be right. What is it, twice a day or something like that? A broken clock is right twice a day or once a day. I don't know, whatever the saying is. Anyway, this right here may be one of those broken clock sayings right here. But I want y'all to peep out what she has to say and how she just rips the whole Secret Service, man. I mean, she goes in on them. And let me know what y'all think, man. Let's get into it.
So we had a party here all day. You can see behind us at the Sprinkles Farming Greenhouse here. We had a party, and we all decided, hey, when we hear Trump up there, we're going to walk up through the field, stand by the trees up there in the shade, and watch and listen to the rally. Right? We couldn't see him, but we could hear him. So we walked up, and probably 5 to 7 minutes of Trump speaking. I'm estimating here. I have no idea, but we noticed a guy crawling, bear crawling up the roof of the building beside us, 50 feet away from us. So we're standing there, we're pointing at the guy crawling up the roof.
And he had a gun, right?
He had a rifle. We could clearly see him with a rifle. Absolutely.
All right, so this is the guy that actually seen the guy get up on the roof, armed, gun in hand, the whole 9 yards. This guy has witnessed all of that.
We're pointing at him. The police are down there running around on the ground. We're like, hey, man, there's a guy on the roof with a rifle. And the police were like, huh, what? Like they didn't know what was going on. We're like, hey, right here on the roof. We can see him from right here. We see him. He's crawling. And next thing you know, I'm thinking to myself, why is Trump still speaking? Why have they not pulled him up the stage? I'm standing there pointing at him for 2 or 3 minutes. Secret Service is looking at us from the top of the barn. I'm pointing at that roof, just standing there like this. And next thing you know, 5 shots ring out.
So you're certain that the shots came from that guy on the roof?
100%. 100%.
And he was up there for a couple of minutes.
He was up there.
You saw him up there for a couple of minutes.
Absolutely. At least 3 to 4 minutes.
And you were telling the police and the Secret Service?
We were telling the police. We were pointing at them for the Secret Service, who were looking at us from the top of the barn. They were looking at us the whole time we were standing by that tree.
Could they see?
Binoculars.
Could they see him?
Probably not, because the roof, the way that the slope went.
I don't know, man. It does sound kind of fishy. I mean, what do y'all think, man? Do you think the Secret Service was told to stand down during this whole thing? Because if that's so, if what this guy is saying is the truth, I feel like he doesn't have a reason to be lying. Yeah, it sounds like it could be a stand down, man. You know what I mean? And a lot of these Secret Service, you know, they lot of times they take orders from the higher ups, and if they told to stand down during the situation, especially during an assassination or something like that, then they have no problems doing that.
He was behind where they could see. But why is there not Secret Service on all of these roofs here? I mean, this is not a big place.
Did you see? I mean,
I don't
obviously,
like this.
everyone, when the
It's crazy.
shooting started, everyone was very panicked. Did you see what happened to him at all?
Oh yeah, they blew his head off.
Okay, sorry.
Secret Service blew his head off.
Okay, just be careful because we don't quite know who's watching, but you're pretty sure they shot the guy.
Absolutely, 100%.
Okay.
Yep.
You saw that happen?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
And did you see them go up to him afterwards, or?
They crawled up on the roof. They had their guns pointed at him, make sure he was dead. He was dead, and that was it. It was over.
It's incredibly shocking.
The guy was on the roof right there. You can see the white roof right there.
Did you get a look at him? Could you?
No, other than he was in muted colors, tan type clothing. We saw the rifle flinging around as he was trying to crawl. I mean, we saw the rifle, 100%.
Do you know about guns? Do you know what kind of weapon it was?
Oh, I absolutely know about guns, for sure. Yeah, I mean, it's a rifle of some sort. I wouldn't know, I wasn't close enough to read the label on it,
No,
but
sure. But
it was a rifle of some sort. Yeah, absolutely.
So, how do you process what you've just seen?
I don't know what to say, man. All I'll tell you is, if I walked up close to there with anything that Secret Service considered a problem, I wouldn't be standing here talking to you right now. But I don't know why a guy who we're standing there pointing out to police and Secret Service is crawling up the roof. Yes, right there by that tree. We were outside the security building. But my question is, there's only a few buildings around here. Why is Secret Service not at every building here?
There's a whole bunch of questions, I think, that are going to come.
There's a whole bunch of questions.
Yeah.
Yes, she was right in front of me. She kept going back and forth right in front of me. Yes.
Tell us about her.
I mean, nice horse, nice lady running with a flag. Seemed very, patriotic.
But what's the significance of her?
No, he asked me if I saw a horse.
So Secret Service ran up there on top of the roof and unalived the dude. I don't know. This whole thing seems very, 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 very fishy, man. So many red flags. So many red flags, man. I mean, you would think that perimeter would have been further back. Like, how in the hell is dude even able to even get that close up on the roof? With a firearm. It's just a lot of red flags, man. A lot of red flags, and people are starting to ask the questions, and you already know a lot of stuff is going to be censored, and it's going to be a lot of gaslighting. It's going to be a lot of, the word conspiracy theory being thrown around. You already know what's coming up. So.
You got to be kidding me. You have got to be kidding me. Let me say something right now. Take this to the bank, okay? That person was allowed to scale that roof, okay? I am not some individual who's trying to assess the situation and have never been around the president of the United States. While Trump was in office, okay, was around him a lot. And let me tell you something. The Secret Service, there is no person that can get around the perimeter of the Secret Service where Donald Trump is without them being aware of it. I am not kidding when I say that my husband once almost got shot by the Secret Service because he came down a staircase. I was speaking at the NRA, and he snaked in and came down. And they didn't know who he was, and they were like, freeze. Like, we will shoot you right now. So you're telling me that guy walked up and was trying to get the attention? The Secret Service saw him, and he's pointing, and he's saying, this guy's got a gun, and they're pretending they don't know what's going on? I mean, am I crazy? Do you guys actually believe this was a failure in intelligence? All of these Secret Service agents crawling around, and you don't think just what that guy said, that is common sense, okay? They're trying to now tell us that common sense is a conspiracy. That is the new thing that they're trying to tell the public.
And I gotta kind of agree with her, man. It's like, oh my goodness, man, it's so obvious. It's so obvious that this shit was allowed to happen. And man, these people, they don't have a problem taking out people that they deem as a threat. You know what I'm saying? The same people who took out Malcolm X, the same people who took out Dr. King, shit, I want to even say the same people who took out Dr. Khalid Muhammad, same people who took out JFK. I mean, these are the people that you know, the powers that be took out. You know, some people call them the deep state, but I'm sure you know where I'm coming from. So you think they won't assassinate your up and coming possible president? More than likely will be the president because he's so far ahead of Biden. You think? Come on, man. You think they won't take him out with all the other assassinations up under their belt? And we won't even name all the assassinations worldwide that this country and the CIA or deep state was behind. I mean, come on, man. I mean, you dealing with some crazy psychotic people who are drunk on power. You don't toe the line, they're gonna get rid of you. First they destroy you. They try to destroy your name. That don't work. Then they come up with some charges to try to get you locked up in prison for decades. And then if that don't work, then you know, trust and believe assassination is on the table after that. So that's what's happening with Trump, man. They couldn't destroy him through the legal system, through the judicial system. They couldn't destroy him by, you know, they tried to destroy him by saying the man is a racist, he's this and that. Oh, he's a racist, he's just a bad person. That didn't work. You know, the polls has already shown that he's gained more black support than before, and Biden has lost tons of black support. So you gotta, I mean, just think about that. So now they only card is assassination, and shit, they wanna set off a nuclear war. You know, that's on the table also. World War III. So these people are desperate, man. Desperate.
That is a conspiracy. You're telling me this guy was able to walk up with a rifle in his hand and scale a roof, and you don't think the Secret Service, and let me tell you, they get there days before. Let me tell you how a security apparatus is supposed to run. Days before, they get in and they look at every possible angle in which somebody could hurt the president, okay? And I'm not even talking about once you get to the Secret Service. I'm talking about if you just have security in general. Before you speak, they will go, this is the stage? Okay, let me tell you, that right there is a problem. They'll mark that as a spot. That right there is a problem. That right, we need to know who this person is. They'll knock on doors, okay? They got to figure out every possible angle that any individual could potentially get on a roof, because you know what? This has happened in the past. People have been shot from roofs. People have been shot from windows. There is a 0%.
Yep, that's facts. That is 100% truth right there that she's saying. And that's kind of what I was saying.
Chance that some random person with a rifle was able to scale a roof, unless there was just an unbelievable failure in intelligence. And you want to know why it's unbelievable? Because I don't effing believe it. I don't believe it. I want the names of the Secret Service agents that allowed this remarkable security failure to go down. Because I don't believe this. I'm done with this. I don't believe this, not for 1 second. Having been around the president, having literally almost watched my husband get shot because he came down the wrong set of stairs at the NRA, screaming at him. And I jump in front of someone like, don't shoot him, that's my husband. And you're telling me they knew he was gonna speak and they weren't worried about the roofs? A roof with an angle to shoot the president. This guy says 50 yards away. He watched this. And it wasn't like he scaled it silently. That guy looks incredulous because he knows it is incredulous, okay? They're asking, what do you mean? Did you tell me? Yeah, I told him. I'm sitting here going like this, right here. Someone has a rifle.
Yeah, she going in, man. She's going in real hard on the Secret Service. Oh man. Oh, it's just a lot of man. It's like I said. It's a lot of red flags, man, and people are seeing it. People are seeing it, but man, this is like I said. These people have a history of doing this. You know, they have a history of carrying this type of stuff out. See, back then, they seem to be more accurate with their, with their gun skills or whatever. Clearly, this dude was like probably never even shot a gun before, let alone have one. But yeah, I just want to. She's going in, man, going in big time.
On a roof. This man was allowed time to set up. Do you understand what that witness is telling us right there? Now he's dead. Oh, then suddenly, they snapped back into life, guys, and they just took him out. They blew his head off. Nothing to see here, guys. He missed his shot, and he's an Antifa person. Antifa has nothing to do with the state. Let me ask you something, world. Do you buy this shit? Oh yeah, do you buy it? Do you buy it? Because if you're buying this, I'm about to sell you guys all sorts of stuff. If you're buying this narrative that's coming out slowly, I'm a Nigerian prince. Answer my emails. Send me $1 million. Give me your credit card digits. Because I'm not buying this. I am not buying this because I know better. I know better because I have been around the President of the United States. When he was a sitting President of the United States, I know how the secure.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Pretty good. Pretty interesting video, man, I would say. And like I said, I'm not a big fan of hers, but when somebody is spitting facts, hey, they spitting facts, whether I'm a fan of theirs or whether I'm not a fan of their work. Clearly, this was an assassination attempt. Clearly, the Secret Service, in my opinion, I'm not saying this is facts, but in my opinion, I think they were ordered to stand down and allow this assassination attempt to go through. That's what I feel. But yeah, she was going in real. She was letting the Secret Service have it, man. Have it. But yeah, man, I'm not sitting here advocating for Trump. Because at the end of the day, man, I don't care about none of these politicians. If you really want to know the real, I don't give a damn about any of them. Not saying that I wish death on any. I don't wish death on anybody. I'm just saying, Trump is clearly a threat. They they clearly don't want him in office. Um, Trump is Trump is his own man. I mean, from what I see, he's clearly not controllable. They don't control him. They usually when somebody's in the White House, they want somebody that they can control. Puppets, or like Biden, for instance. Biden is clearly a puppet. Clearly a puppet. Obama, another one, clearly a puppet. Most presidents are puppets, and if you're not a puppet, and you truly try to do your own, try to please the American people, please the public, then they will get rid of you. And JFK is an example of that. He was they felt like they couldn't really control him, and he was deleted. He was gotten up out of there. But it's obvious that they don't want this man in office. You know. Yeah. We living in some crazy times, man. The deep state is no joke. Oh, they ain't no joke, man. Like I said, they have a history of assassinating people, man. Powers that be, the deep state, CIA, they all have a history, and it's not just here in America, worldwide. They carry out assassinations all throughout the world, man. So Trump is definitely not exempt from that. Because they can't control him. So let me know what you guys think, man. Do you agree with Candice Owens? Do you think the Secret Service should be blamed? Do you think they were told to stand down? Which I believe they were. So I thought this was a pretty interesting video. She was letting them have it. So let me know what y'all think. Till next time, peace and love, family. Stay healthy, mentally, physically, the whole nine. I'm out here. Peace and love.